Hi everyone, I'm Laura Johanna, and today I want to walk you through about a 10 to 15 minute joint warm up that you can do at any time. This is a great thing to do if you just want to sort of get the body moving a little bit more warm and alive, but you don't necessarily want or need a full practice. This is also something really nice to do before you get into another type of movement practice, just so that the whole body is feeling warmed up and ready. It might take us a little bit longer today because I'll walk you through everything and a few different options, but once you're familiar with this, you can do it at your own pace anytime. And some of these poses do require a little bit of balance, so it might be useful to have a wall or a chair nearby for support. We're going to start from the foundation and work our way up. So begin with your toes, take a nice slightly wider stance and just begin to lift and lower the toes. When you lift the toes, really feel them spread so that you begin to stretch out the soles of the feet and also create room between the toes, just something that when we wear shoes all day, we don't necessarily get a whole lot of. It's also really good for the arches of the feet. Good. And then from there, we'll start to inhale, lift up onto the balls of feet and exhale to lower. And just keep going, lifting and lowering. And really land solidly back down on your heels. See if you can land at the center of the heel. And see if when you lift up onto the balls of the feet, your weight is spread more evenly and not just landing at the inner or outer edges of the balls. Good, and then we'll ground down through the right leg, come up onto your left big toe and just circle out the left foot a few times and then switch directions, getting into the ankle a little bit here. And then point and flex the foot a few times. Again, just warming up through the ankle. And then curl your toes under, stretch out to the top of the foot. Good, and then switch sides over to the big toe of the right foot. And give it a little bit of a circle. And switch directions. And then point and flex a few times. Again, you can always hold on to something for a little bit of support here. And then curl your toes under and stretch out the top of the foot. Good. Back over to standing on your right leg. We're going to lift and lower the left knee. And you can explore your full range of motion, how high you can really get that knee, or it can be a little bit lower, a little bit softer. So we're both working the knee joint and the hip joint here. The next time that you raise the knee, flex your toe, left foot up to the left knee, and then outer rotate the left leg, and then inner rotate it a few times. Just seeing what our active movement is here. And then release over to the other side. Lift and lower the right knee. Notice any differences here. Just let it be slow and easy. No need to rush, no need to kick the knee up. Just nice slow controlled actions. And then pull the knee up, flex the toes up towards the knee, and find some inner and outer rotation through the hip. Good, and then release. Same, but different. Back over to the right leg. We'll start to bend the left knee again, but this time we're pulling the heel up towards the hip. And when the heel is lifted, just squeeze a little bit at the top. So you might feel some engagement through the left hamstring. So at the very top, just a little bit of a squeeze, and then we'll switch sides. So same thing over here, bending the right knee, squeezing the heel in towards the hip with a little bit of a contraction at the top. Good, one more. And then release. Continuing to move through the hips. We'll make some really big hip circles here. I like to set my feet a little bit wider than the hip part for this one. And you can really explore your maximum range of motion here. So how far to the left, to the right, to the front and the back can you go? And then switch directions. These exercises are also really nice to do first thing in the morning. Sometimes I run through a few of them while I'm brushing my teeth. Just a nice way to gently wake up the body. Good. Come back to center, bring your fingertips together. And the lower half of the body, try to keep that perfectly still. We're just going to rotate through the torso a few times, left and right. Hips remain square, so you might not get a tremendous range of motion here. That's okay. Good. And then from here, fingertips on to your shoulders. Circle out the shoulders and the elbows a few times. Again, no need to push yourself here to any extreme, but you can explore with how big this shape can be in a way that feels good and interesting. Switch directions. Good, and then interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, dip over to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, dip over to the right. So again, the lower half of the body is remaining still. One more time each side, exhale to the left. Inhale to rise, exhale to the right. Inhale to rise. Good, reach your arms out in front of you. Spread the fingers as wide as you can and then make fists. Open and close a few times. Really stretch the palms and the fingers. If you have long nails, you can close the thumbs inside so that your nails don't poke you. Good, and then make fists again. Circle out your wrists. Opposite direction, and you can go random. You can make figure eights here. Just get some movement into the wrists. We're also really using the forearms here. Good, and then spread your fingers wide. Extend out to the heels of your hands. Pull your fingertips back towards your elbows. And then point your fingertips down. Extend out through the tops of the wrists here. And then shake it out. Good, moving now up to the neck and the head. We're just gonna start to look left and right a few times. Again, nice and slow. You can go at whatever pace feels good to you. Maybe you want to go about half my speed. Maybe you're at about the same rhythm. It'll be different day today. Come back to center. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then right ear towards right shoulder. Just moving a little bit from side to side. Good, back to center, and we'll look up and down a few times. And then make some circles with your nose in the air. So sort of combining a lot of the actions we just did. Switch directions. If this causes you to feel dizzy at all, you can skip it. That does happen sometimes. Then come back to center and just stand on your feet. Maybe close your eyes or just steady the gaze. Feel the breath and do a quick scan through the body. Notice how things are feeling. Notice what has changed. Notice where you might feel a little bit more awareness at the inner body. Full breath in and a full breath out. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick joint warm-up. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them below. See you soon.